All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get started because it is already 8:02. We're going to try to keep this to 30 minutes to get you guys off as soon as possible. But we are so excited, you guys. This is our new 3-2-1 Shoot for the Moon. So this is a new little program and system that a group of us leaders kind of came together, and it was provided by another direct sales company that had a lot of success putting this together and launching it within their team. So we thought, what better time than right now to try something new. I know that the world today, things that are going on, it's just been a hard time, and we all feel the need to kind of re-engage, get motivated, jump in. So if you're somebody that has kind of halted things for a little while and you're just ready to re-engage, or if you just felt like you're kind of stuck in that spot where you just can't quite seem to get up the hill, we want to help you kind of do some different things or try some different things that maybe help you get going again. So this is a 3-week program. We're going to be doing a call for the next 3 weeks on Sunday at 8 p.m. So we will provide you with some documents to help you, like not homework, but stuff that you can use to help you get going with what we're going to share. But I will be sending out information via email after the call, and I will also post it. So if anybody is looking for the recording, it will be emailed and it will get posted to our Connect page. And I will pin these all to the top of the Connect page, and then I will put them also in a file after the 3 calls are done so that we can all have these to revert back to. So without further ado, I am going to kick this over to my beautiful sister, Jamie James. She is going to be training on week 1, and she has put a ton of time into this, and I appreciate her so much for doing this. So Jamie, take it away.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Hey, everyone. I am super pumped. There's 137 people on this call, which is awesome. So super excited to be doing this. And like Megan said, we're running a 3-week program. I have week 1, which is all about bookings. So super, super pumped to do this. And super excited that you all are investing in yourself and your business, and you're here on a Sunday night because I know it's not easy. We all have things. So I am going to try my best to keep this to 30 minutes. So I'll have Megan kind of watch the chat, and if there's questions, we can answer some of those at the end. When I bring up some different slides and some different documents, just know that she is emailing everything out to you. Like she said, she'll also have it posted on the Connect page. So, okay. So we all know that this business is fundamentally simple. And like Megan said, over the next 3 weeks, we're going to go through and talk about what it takes and teach and train how to build and duplicate your business, which will help increase your paycheck as well as build a solid foundation for sustainable growth, which is what we all want. So let's dive in, let's get to work. But before I start, there are a couple of things that I want to make sure that we all get super clear on. And I think they're 2 of the most important things in our businesses that we really need to take into account. So first of all, the first thing is, what is your why? So why are you doing this business? Why did you start up with Zaya? So that's the first thing. The second thing that we're going to touch on, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on either one of these things, but I did want to touch on them because these 2 things, I feel like it's super important that we all take time to reflect and think about. So the second thing is, when am I going to work my Zaya business? So when during the day am I going to work my Zaya business, and what am I going to do with that time to be intentional? Okay, so let's briefly touch on your why. Okay, so your why, I want you to really think about, and your why is going to evolve over time. Mine has evolved over time. When I started, honestly, I started like, yeah, that's something fun I can do with my sister. And it's totally evolved in the last 3.5 years. Okay, so I want you to think about, what is my why? And then I want you to peel it back. So what I mean when I say that is, for instance, I'm going to give you mine for an example. My why is to make an income. That's my why. But I need to peel those layers back and figure out, okay, why? Why do I want to make an income? Well, why is that important to me? That's a question you can ask yourself. Why is this important to me? Why it's important to me is I want extra income so that my family and I can do traveling that we haven't gotten to do. Well, why? Why do I want to do that? Well, I want to spend more time with my family. Well, why? Keep asking yourself that. Well, why for me is because my husband has his own business and 8 months out of the year, he's MIA, and we don't get all of him unless we're traveling. So that is my why, and I need income to do that. So dig into what your why is. Once you know what your why is, write it down, hang it on your mirror, put it in front of you so that when we have, because we all know that with this business, there's lots of ups and downs. When we have those ups and downs, we can revert back to our why. When we have an obstacle, we can revert back to our why. So write it down, share it with your sponsor, okay? Share it with your family, but make sure to get in tune with what your why is, okay? So secondly, the other thing that I was talking about, what I wanna get clear on is how much time you're willing to put into your Zaya business, okay? So how much time and when? So it's easy for us to say, oh, I'm gonna put 60 minutes in a day, hour a day. Well, it's easy to say that, but if we don't schedule it into our day, we push it off to the next day. I mean, I always think of myself like with exercising. I am for sure that, okay, I'm gonna start on Monday, and then Monday comes, I didn't have it in my schedule, I didn't plan, I'm gonna start next Monday. So we keep pushing it off if we don't have it into our schedule, okay? So this business, if you work this business like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. If you work it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. We hear that all the time, and it's so true. The time you put into Zaya, that time frame, whether it's a half hour, be it like say, get up a half hour earlier, stay up a half hour later, whatever it is, that needs to be non-negotiable. Okay, we need to set those hours, and we need to commit to ourselves in our business, okay? So, Jackie, okay, I need to not read the comments. Okay, so commit to your business, figure out what that time frame is. And that's you may have to fit at different seasons in your life, you know, depending on what's going on. So make sure you set that time, you show up for yourself, and you get to decide. You have control over whether you're going to be successful in this business or not, because 90% of this business is showing up. Okay, so make that time, decide when it's going to be, and show up for your business. Now, when I started, I was working for 40 to 60 hours a week in my full-time job, 3 kids. Like I said, husband has his own business, so it's super busy. So I had to get up a half hour earlier, and I stayed up a half hour later, but I planned it into my day. So now that you have your time, okay, this is when I'm working my Zaya business, we need to be intentional about that time. Okay, what are we doing during that time? Are we going to get on the Zaya marketing page and scroll? Because it's so easy to go down that rabbit hole. So we need to be very intentional with our time. So I'm just going to give you an example of what I did with my 60-minute block when I first started within Zaya, and things have changed a little bit now. Right now in the season I'm in, I try to do 10 to noon every day, because now because of Zaya, I was blessed with being able to leave my full-time and I do Zaya, but now I still have to have a block of time where I work Zaya, or it doesn't get done. Okay, so when I first started, I did 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. How I broke that up into 4 blocks. I did reach outs, so it may have been 10 minutes of reach outs, or 5 to 10 minutes, right around there, of reach outs for party bookings. I did a block of time for posting on my Facebook page, my VIP page, Instagram, in my parties. So that's my second block of time. I did a block of time with follow-ups with customers for returns and exchanges. And then I did a block of time of sharing the opportunity. Once you establish a team, you will also need to add in a block of time for your team. Okay. But this is your business. You get to decide where those things fit in within your blocks of time. But the most important thing is scheduling that block of time every single day and being super consistent and doing those income producing activities instead of just the scrolling and the things that don't move our business forward. Okay, so those are the two things. What is your why? And be very clear on when, how much time you want to put into this business and when you're going to implement that into your day. Okay, all right, now to our main topic, which is all about bookings. Okay, we know that parties are the foundation to our business, and you guys hear us say all the time, okay, let's book out our calendar, let's work on booking out November, let's work on booking out December. Well, why are these so important? Those that have been with Zaya, and I know we have some newbies on this call, I know we have a lot of ladies that have been here since we jumped on board as well. So those that have been here have heard over and over again, put a party on it. Parties are the foundation to your business. They lead to so many things, and they do. And when we talk about a party or a booking, you guys, it doesn't have to be just an online party. It could be an in-home party, be a texting party. It could be a messenger party. It could be a launch party. It could be an in-person party or event, an open house. So any of those sorts of things, but the more we focus on booking out our calendar, the more parties, again, parties lead to sales, they lead to momentum, they lead to more parties, they lead to reps. But what they also lead to is building that funnel for our businesses. And the first time I heard this, I think Sam Higginson said to me, Jamie, you got to continue to build your funnel. Keep having parties, build your funnel. I'm like, what are you even talking about? I don't even know what building my funnel means. Building your funnel is increasing your warm market. So think about that. Every time you have a party or you have a booking, you're increasing your warm market. For instance, if Megan is my hostess, I'm doing her party, she's inviting all these people to the party. Now I am in touch with these people. They are now part of my warm market. I am now building that funnel. That is the most important reason that we have to continue to book out our calendars and book parties out, is to increase our funnel and build that warm market. Because when we increase our funnel, that means we have more opportunity for those people within our funnel to book a party, to get over to our VIP page, to become a rep, to share the opportunity with. So bookings are so, so important. Something that I feel like we got, and we talked about this a little bit, we got a little bit away from, or we don't talk about as much, is, okay, yeah, we keep saying, book out your calendar, book parties, but how many parties should I book a month? That all depends on what your financial goals are. So let me see if I can share my screen really quick.
Let me make you the host, sorry.
Okay, no, that's okay. So it's so important to figure out, okay, what is I can't share?
So at the bottom, Megan, you should have some options on your screen, or there's like the 3 dots somewhere in there. It'll say allow others to share. Or if you click share screen, it might be under there.
All right, see if you can share now, James.
Okay, let me see.
Sam,
Okay, yeah.
You are my hero.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so I put this calendar together as just an example, because sometimes I feel like we forget to equate, okay, how many parties, I want to make this much per month for myself, like of my personal sales. I want to make sure my commission check is this. So what do I need to do to hit that? Okay, so this is, can you guys see the calendar? Sometimes when I share, okay. So this is, what is your income goal for your personal sales? This is you individually, okay? So at the bottom, this is an average, like if you're on average, an average party, $600. Sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's 1,000. We all know that. Sometimes it's 200, sometimes it's 800. So this is an average of $600 per party. So 2 parties per month would be 1,200 in sales times your 20% commissions, your 8% override, $336 dollars would be your commission. All right, this is for you personally. So my suggestion, something I do is figure out, okay, what do I want to bring in personally per month from me, from my personal sales that I am in control of. Okay, and then I book out my calendar accordingly. Okay, and this is just a sample, like the first week, 2 online parties, every week thereafter an online party, and then an open house on a Friday. So that is 6 events. So 6 events, 6 parties or events, 600 in sales, that's 3,600 total, which would equal just over 1,000 in commissions. Okay, so you figure out, is it $200 a month that you need? Is it 600? Is it 1,000? Like 1,000 to me is something that is huge. That's a car payment. That's an orthodontic bill, an orthodontist bill for my kids. I mean, that is a substantial amount. So again, this is you individually, and these change, of course, as you start building a team. Your commission check changes because you also have team commissions. Now, I want us to look at this though and think about, like, as this business is a duplicatable business, okay? So we want to make sure and teach everyone we're onboarding how to book out their calendars and what that means. Okay, so as they're booking out their calendar, let's say my goal is 6 parties a month because I want to bring in $1,000 personally. I bring on 4 other individuals onto my team. They have the same goal. Okay, so they also are trying to book out 6 events during the month. So now on my team, instead of only my 6 events, I have brought 4 people onto my team, each doing 6 events. That's 24 plus my 6. So my team is now doing 30 events for that month. That's how things start to duplicate. And that's how important it is to continue to book out your calendar. We're going to do an extra like bonus call at the end of these 3 weeks. Megan's going to do that. And we're going to talk about residual income and how residual income from your team, your team in coordination with you, how that adds to your commission. So this is just what you personally are in control of and what you are bringing to your business. So that's just a little sample of a calendar that, and like I said, it could be anything. If you want to do a multi-hostess party, you have 4 hostesses right there. That's 4 events. Okay, and you could do that in 1 week. You work your business throughout the month, however it works best for you. There was times like when my daughter was graduating in May, I worked pretty much 2 weeks out of the month because we are so busy, and I did 2 multi-hostess parties. So 4 parties in each multi-hostess party, so which was 8 events. So I just would encourage you all to really look at your calendars and figure out, okay, what is it that I want to get out of my personal sales per month? And what is that going to take? Okay, I'm gonna close that. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, so that is like breaking down your calendar, trying to figure out what your goals are, how many parties that's going to take. Now, how do we get these bookings, right? How do we book our calendar? First and foremost, the most important thing to do is to create your list. If you have not created your list, you absolutely need to do that. And this list, this is not a one and done list. This, you keep it, you mark it up, you use every single time. That party calendar is not where you want it to be, right? So where I keep my list is in a notebook. So I would suggest if you don't have a notebook, you definitely want to get a notebook. Maybe you keep it on your phone. Maybe you keep it in, you're like me and I have to have like a planner. I can't just have my phone as a planner. I definitely need to see it all written out. Maybe your list is in your planner, but keep that list. You're going to continue to add to it. There are a couple different fun little ways that Rob and Eddie. So a couple of these documents Rob and Eddie has shared and put together, and we all appreciate her so much. So I'm going to show you those. And again, we will be emailing all of these documents out. So let me see if I can find it. Okay. So the first one is the Frank's list. Okay. This is an oldie but a goodie. This one's so good. Often I go back and redo a Frank's list. A lot of times, actually the last couple of years, beginning of the year, I redid my Frank's list. So these are Frank. It's an acronym for friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids contacts. Okay, these are just different fun ways to help stimulate. Okay, I'm going to write down all of my friends I can think of. I'm going to write down all of my relatives. Do not prejudge. Make sure and write down every single name you think of. Okay, all my neighbors, all my kids' contacts. So we'll email that one out. That's a great way to get started in making your list, or to redo it. Let's say you have a list, but okay, I want to add to it. So definitely that's a good one. And hold on, it's kind of hard because I have to keep. This one is a fun one that Robin shared not too long ago on a call, and it's a fabulous friend scavenger hunt. So scroll through Facebook and the contacts in your phone and fill in as many people from each category. That is also a great way to start making your list. Okay. So those are two really good ways. I know we also talked about, okay, what about those of us that have a list and we feel like we're reaching out and we're not getting any response? So first and foremost, you're going to get no's. You're going to get lots of no's. You're going to be ghosted a lot. I mean, that is just the nature of this business. Okay, so the key is in the follow-up. So I'm going to go through, there is a reach out method. It's called 4Ask system. And again, Rob and Eddie did a call on this, so I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on it, but I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it, and we're going to email it out. You're going to go through your list and you're going to start reaching out. After you make your list, or if you have a list, start reaching out to people. The 4Ask system is basically the initial ask, and then it's following up at least 3 times. So on day 4, on day 7, on day 11. Okay, and these documents are awesome because it gives you exact verbiage. This is more verbiage for sharing the opportunity, but it works with booking a party as well. A simple, you guys, I keep it super simple. A simple, hey, Megan, I'm booking out my calendar for November. I would love to throw you a Zaya party, help you add to your fall collection. I have the week, I have these 2 weeks open in November. Which would work for you? Okay, don't leave it open-ended. Ask them which week would work for you and list a couple weeks that you have open. All right, so something as simple as that. And I love this system because we're following up. We all know that the fortune is in the follow-up. You have heard, I'm sure, story after story about those of us that have reached out, and then finally someone decides, okay, yeah, I'll party. I have a gal, Amber, and she may be on the call. She is from Florida, and I reached out to her 5 separate times over a year and a half. And she did not respond to me one time, nothing. Not even like, no, I'm not interested, stop bothering me, nothing. She said nothing to me. And then in November of 2020, I sent her, or October of 2020, I sent her a message that I was booking out my November calendar. And mind you, she had never responded to me. And I said, this would be the perfect time to do some Christmas shopping with your hostess rewards. And she said, sure, let's do it. And she had not responded to me the 5 previous times. She ended up doing a party, ended up becoming a rep. So you never can count anyone out. No just means not right now. Okay. It does not mean not ever. So make sure and continue to follow up. But this is a really great way. Like I said, Robin did a call and it's a really great way to not only ask, but to write down, okay, I'm on day 4, I need to follow up. I'm on day 7, I need to follow up. I'm on day 11, I need to follow up with this person. So we'll make sure and email that out as well. Something I wanted to touch on too, if you guys have been with Zaya for a while, something I do too, and something I think we forget, if we're having a hard time getting bookings and we feel like we're not getting any bookings from parties for some reason, we just can't quite, every time we reach out, we're not getting a response, go back to your VIPs. Ladies, your VIPs are on your page for a reason. They love you. They are there for you. So go back to them, reach out to them. I reach out to my VIPs at least, oh gosh, at least every other month or every third month with some of them. And I just let them know, hey, I'll just use Megan because I can see her right now. But, hey, Megan, I'm booking out November. Again, super simple verbiage. I would love to help you I would love to throw a party, help you get some free and half off, add to your fall collection, or maybe you can use the Hostess rewards for the holiday season. Here are the dates I have open. But reach out to your VIPs and don't count anyone out. Every single one of them, reach out to. So definitely reach out to them as well. So those are the things that are super important. So with your bookings, and like I said, the first 2 things that we want to get clear on before we even make our list are why. Why are we doing Zaya? When are we going to work? And then time. When are we going to put Zaya into our schedule? And what are we going to do with that time? And after that, it is, okay, let's look at my goals, my financial goals for the month. And what does that mean for bookings? Make your list and start reaching out. Okay. You know, I said in the beginning that fundamentally this business is super simple, and it is. It's very simple. It's doing those simple things day in and day out, including the reach outs and the bookings, but emotionally it can be challenging, right? There's lots and lots of ups and downs. I promise you, with consistency through those ups and downs, that is where you're going to see success. Failure in this business in life is normal. No's are normal. You're going to get no's and you're going to get ghosting. You're going to get all of that. You're going to feel like you're planting seeds for days. And then all of a sudden, something will happen. Okay, there's 3 stages in this business. And I cannot remember for the life of me. It was way back when I started. Who said this on a call, but it has stuck with me always. First stage is, okay, you're getting going. It's fun. The first month was awesome. You had all these parties. You get into your second month and it's like, oh my gosh, I really have to make my list. I got to reach out. I'm not hearing back. I have a couple parties booked. And you're feeling like, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Is the time I'm putting in worth it? Okay, that's stage 1. Then you get to stage 2, you start seeing, oh, I made that $1,000 for the month. That was my goal, or I made that $200 for the month. That was my goal. I'm starting to see some of the financial benefit. I love the community. I really, really think I like this. I'm just going to keep trucking along. That is stage 2. And in stage 3, by the time you get to stage 3, you are seeing life-changing income and you are looking at your vision board and you are starting to cross those things off, whether it's that dream vacation, whether it is paying off your car, whatever is on your vision board, you're seeing yourself start checking things off. But in stage 3, the best part of stage 3 is you're seeing people on your team start to check those things off too. Okay, so every single one of us can get to every one of those stages, but the majority of people quit in stage 1. They just do. They quit in stage 1. Right? We have to, this team doesn't quit into stage 1. And that is why we continue to have programs like this to remind ourselves, okay, go back to the basics, go back to the bookings and okay, what exactly, set your goals, figure out how much do I want to make for the month? What does that mean? How many bookings do I have to have? I need to start doing my reach out. Okay. The only way you can fail in this business is to quit. So again, I'm super excited that we're doing this. And one thing that we would like to do is at the end of every one of these 30-minute calls, which I'm pretty good. That was almost at 30. At the end of these 30-minute calls, we're just going to give you a little task. We went over those 5 things, and I would like everyone, including myself, to focus on those. Get clear on your why. When are you putting time into your day for Zaya? Figuring out your financial goal for the month, and what does that mean for you for booking? How are you going to do those bookings, making your list and reaching out? And Jackie Lawrence has the second call, which I'm super excited. So I would like everyone to come with one new party booked next week, because Jackie's going to talk about next week all about the party and what to do during the party to keep that funnel going. Keep those people, keep that funnel of people that we can share the opportunity with, that we can book more parties with, that we can get into more Zaya, get on our VIP. And she's gonna share different ways to do that within the party. So I would like everyone to come with one party booked. Once you book your new party, I want you to message me, and we are going to do a drawing, which I don't know what the drawing's for because we haven't even talked about that.
Yeah. Sorry, we're doing a drawing. Don't get off till we do a drawing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But next week we're going to do a drawing with every single person that booked a party. So message me once you book your party. I will get all the names together. We will do a drawing, and I'm sure it's going to be something super awesome. We just don't know what it is yet. But yeah.
Okay. Awesome, Jamie. Thank you so much. Okay, there was so much good stuff wrapped up in 30 minutes. I just want to recap something really, really, really quick. That little document that she pulled up that said the follow-up in 1, 4, 7, and 11. You guys, that I just read someone's comment, Joya, I think it was yours, that said, I work Zaya every day, but I just am posting. I don't have much time to follow up. I can tell you right now, if you start following up and doing that follow-up method of the 1, 4, 7, and 11, you will be amazed what that is going to do for your business. I know that like posting, it takes time, and doing our lives and doing our outfits of the day. Trust me that I get it. That's time consuming, and it takes parts out of our day, but that is not what is going to move your business forward. People are not going to purchase off just you posting. They're not going to book parties off of just you posting. You have to ask and you have to follow up. So that document, that 1, 4, 7, and 11 is so key. The most important piece of this whole call. And so you have to take that. So I'm going to email that out with all of the awesome stuff, that piece and the win. The win are you going to put that into your day? Not just the posting, not just the outfits of the day, but the hard stuff, the stuff that takes time and takes, patience and grit and consistency. Those are the things that you have to figure out. When are you going to build that into your day? Is it 5 minutes a day? Is it 10 minutes a day? Is it 30 minutes a day? You have to figure that out, because that is truly what is going to take you from here to here. That is what's going to move you. If you're just posting, you're not going to see the results that you need. So much good information, Jamie. It was fabulous. I absolutely loved it. Super excited. I'm going to make a new list. I'm going to start doing, I do the follow-up, and I do a follow-up method, but it's not a 1, 4, 7, 11. It's more like a 30 days. It's like all over, but I'm going to be on top of the 1, 4, 7, 11. So if we can all do that, and we can all come together to show our teams like, oh my gosh, if you seriously follow this, this is what this can do. I think it's going to do huge things for all of our businesses. So super excited about that. Yeah. Yes. Go, Robin. Yes.
So can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can.
Do you think that people are missing? Because I always hear, well, I messaged them, but I got ghosted. I wish we could get rid of that word. But we're not following up on that. We have to, because they just think we're messaging everybody in our contact list. They don't take it seriously on that first message. But when you follow back up and say, hey, I'm just checking back in. Should we book a party? I'd love to do it. She's like, oh, she really is serious. She really does want to party with me. She really does want me to join her team. it is a piece that I think a lot of people are missing. They're not ghosting you. We have to do that second follow up. We really, really, really do. It's made a huge difference in my business. Now, the 14711 is aggressive, but it works. It is aggressive, but it works. If you want to, divvy that out just a little bit, you could, if that feels uncomfortable for you. But trust me, you have to do the follow up on the follow up. You will see a shift happen if you stay consistent in that. Trust me.
Yep, for
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely. And again, we could all share stories of so many of us that have added reps, added parties, added customers from follow-ups. I have a gal right now that I'm talking with on Instagram. You guys, I have messaged her, I bet 10 times. She said she was signing up, signing up, signing up. I'm like, I could have said, okay, she's obviously not gonna. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna send her a message again. She was like, got super, super, super busy with stuff she was doing. She is like gonna sign up, do her starter kit tonight. So if she doesn't, I'm still gonna follow up again. Like, don't give up on people, you guys. People's lives are busy. It's like Robin said, they're not ghosting you. How many times did you not respond to someone or forget to respond to a text? Or it's all in timing. I truly believe it's all in timing. Okay, we're gonna do a giveaway, you guys. I want you guys to comment in the comments, and then I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna pick somebody. I am going to give away a backpack, a Zaya Black Awesome backpack, and that is gonna go to you. You can give it away to a customer, you can give it away for a giveaway, whatever you wanna do with it. I want you to comment in the comments when you think is going to be your win in the day of working your business. When is your win? When is it going to be? And everybody comment. And then I'm going to, and that is working it, not just posting your outfits of the day and posting your on your stories or whatever, but actually doing some of these tasks that Jamie has outlined in the call today. Yay, I love it. Everybody wants the backpack. I love it, love it, love it.
And I love all these exact times, because when we just say morning or we just say afternoon, it's really hard to stick by that.
Okay, you guys got 10 seconds if you haven't commented, and I'm going to pick. Sorry. I know y'all got to get off. And this recording is going to come out in 2 recordings, you guys. Sorry, I messed up.
You're good.
All right. We ready?
I love all this. It's awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like go back and forth so I can so I'm not just getting the people at the top. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna scroll up and then scroll down and stop it. I'm closing my eyes. Kayla Doom.
Yay, Kayla.
Kayla, every evening before bed. Now we're gonna hold you to that. Okay, Kayla, I will be in touch to get you your backpack. All right, you guys, next Sunday, 8 p.m., watch for the email of all the documents that Jamie shared tonight. I'll also post them to Connect, and you guys can share them with your teams. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jamie, so much.
Bye, everyone.
Sunday.